Hello, my name is Jim Graham. Welcome to MBA615 Business Ethics. Looking forward to the course. We have a very large group, very diverse backgrounds, looking for a lot of input from everyone. Get a lot of that during the forums, a lot of interaction between everyone. This is probably the third time I've taught this course in a different version. The first was more of a straight textbook, very thick, very heavy, very expensive, uh, very much in the textbook type fashion presentation of ethics and government and the history of things. Dr. Richards, one of my favorite professors here at the university, encouraged me to shift to more something of a corporate social responsibility, which I've used for a couple years, and which I use The Necessary Revolution and What's the Right Thing to Do, a couple books that I have mentioned to you in another posting. Um, good approach to it. Uh, Corporate social responsibility. We will try to emphasize that as much as possible, but also want to keep the ethics aspect of it in there too. This session, I'm going back to a somewhat of a textbook, not as heavy, not as dense, and more up to date. Ethics is something that a big, thick textbook can probably be outdated within a year with what's going on within the world, both nationally and internationally. So the things that we see every day, how we are going to react to them, what's right, what's wrong. We could probably do this course based on newspaper articles solely without getting too much into the text, because there's plenty of information out there. But again, I want to concentrate on corporate social responsibility, people, profits, people, and planet, and the idea of sustainability. Also want to bring in there ethics. Uh, Dr. Richards once said to me that we've talked about ethics enough that we all believe it's things like lying, cheating, stealing are not appropriate, and we shouldn't be doing those things. It seems like we do continue to do some of those in various ways and forms. In my reading and getting ready for this course and some other materials, it just came to mind that these are not necessarily absolutes for us. Sometimes we tend to put boundaries around these, or what's acceptable to us or not acceptable to us. For lying, should you never lie? We call little fibs and little white lies to protect people or protect people's feelings. We can put boundaries, and we can expand those, and how far those boundaries goes kind of depends on how we feel, what our training is, what our circumstances are. So encourage you to keep that in mind as we go through this. Ethical situations, ethical dilemmas, some of them crop up on you immediately, and you kind of know, yes, that's not right, or yes, we're doing it right. Oftentimes they slip up on you very, very innocuously. Maybe you push something to the boundary and notate, oh, it's okay this time, but then it comes up again, and that boundary gets pushed again, and pretty soon you're in a place where it's very uncomfortable for you, not very professional to be where you're at, and you need some help. Knowing where to go for that help is important as knowing whether it's right or wrong. So we'll try to point out some of these things. Say the book for the course is Business Ethics Now by Gillier with the Connect Access card. So we'll be using the book and the ebook. It also gives you the videos and the Learn Smart. Under the Blackboard section, under the contents, you'll find the listing of PowerPoints. You can use those from the book as you choose. Also a list of supporting documents. These are various articles that I have found useful in my ops management as well as in the ethics course to present to you. Some of them are already noted in the coursework material. Others I will bring in just as I will bring in other articles that I see in the newspaper or on the internet. I encourage you to get your news, whether it be online, internet, CNN, Wall Street Journal. I subscribe to the Wall Street Journal online. I find it to be a very valuable and useful source for keeping me up to date with what's going on in the world in a very common sense and apolitical fashion. I do not wish to get into politics in this course. Maybe they'll crop up, but it is not my intention to push one idea of another, one political stance over another. So again, I'd like to stay out of the politics. We want to talk ethics. We want to talk corporate social responsibility, and looking very much forward to hearing your inputs on these items. In the forum discussions, you will see that you will not see anyone's posting until you initially post yours. This is that 250 to 300 word posting on the assignment, the discussion question, as stated in the forum. Again, make it your own. Reference the text, other things that you know, make it factual. The 300 word post of I like or I don't like or I don't think it's right or it's not fair, not very beneficial to anyone. Whether you think it's fair or I think it's fair, doesn't matter. Where is this fairness coming from? Is it a law? Is it an ethic? Is it a rule? Is it a religious teaching? Where's the basis come from for this? So again, make it your own. And I'd ask a question here, which came up in one of my readings, is what's the difference? Why do we call it business ethics? Why isn't it just ethics? What's the difference? Why do we need to specify something different? That should be a good question for further discussion. And what guides you in your ethical principles? Is it the rule of law? Is it your upbringing from your parents? Is it ethical training that you've experienced through various organizations, through your work? You know, if you contract with the government or those types of things, you have very strong, stringent ethical guidelines to follow, with required trainings and such. Are they effective? Do you get out of them what you need to get out of? Does it provide you with the tools to handle situations, especially those that slip up on you and you find yourself outside the safe box? You need to figure out how to get back. So again, welcome to the course. Looking forward to your discussions, and have a good day. Thank you.